There was never a question, are we going to church? That's just what we did.
Sunday more morning, like how many times are we going to go this
Sunday morning, Sunday night, and Wednesday night. No questions asked, and we loved it.
One of the things that was especially fun was being literally straight across the street from the church. And Mama was a fabulous cook, and she loved to cook, and Daddy was a great storyteller. And we had a huge dining room table. So if there was revival, if there was a missionary, you always knew we were walking across the street and they were going to come and eat with us. And it really was a powerful thing as children to be exposed to some pretty neat people.
My favorite memory of all is Bible school. We would line up on those steps, and as soon as the music started, we'd all march up to the sanctuary, and it was always the first week that school was out. And so that's just how we started our summer. So that was such a happy, happy memory for me.
The thing that made me so mad was having to get out of school and the next Monday go to vacation Bible school. I was ready to play all day, and Mom would make me go to vacation Bible school.
Today there's 16 or 18 other Baptist churches within a mile of ours, but there weren't back then.
Well, we used to actually stand in Poinsett and throw the Frisbee, and maybe every once in a while we'd have to move for a car. We also could walk to town by ourselves when we got to be 10 or 12 years old.
It was a great place for community, and everybody watched everybody else's children. You didn't dare do anything because somebody was going to see you do it. The most exciting thing I remember, and I was present, but I did not do this. We had baptism one Sunday morning, and Dr. Sims, who was a big man, he was 6'3" and a large man, he wore duck waders that came up to his chest, white shirt and tie, in the baptism pool. And some boys climbed over his private cubicle behind, you know where the dressing rooms are. I did not punch a hole. I did not do it, but I was standing there while it was done. He got in the baptism pool, and you could see his expression change as the water filled him up. And to get out of the pool, they had to shut the doors. He didn't tell anybody what had happened. They shut the doors on it. And somebody came out and talked to the music minister, who was on about the third song, and told him something, and we did 6 more songs before he returned in a new suit from his house. He never mentioned it, never asked who did it, never said a word. As far as I know, the 7 of us who were there have never told anybody who did that.
One of the things I remember the most about, especially RAs, was scripture memory. And the scriptures that I learned were the basis for what I believe. And I stand on that, and I'll go to my grave standing on that. And it goes back to memory verses that I learned.
In GAs, we learned verses up through chapters, and we had to recite them. The Bible was very much a part of our life.
We prayed for the missionaries by name.
And we all have a picture of our dad every night studying with all of his books out. And of course, you know, we sang out of the hymn book every Sunday morning, Sunday night, and Wednesday night. And those are the hymns that are still in my memory.
That's where most of us got our theology to begin with, was from hymns.
As the parents think, so do children very often. Our parents loved the church. They loved it, and so we loved it.